Hello, hello everybody. Lori here from Unique in the Creek. Say hello when you come in. Let me know where you're watching from. Hello, hello. So we got a different angle today, so you guys can see my godly face. Hello, hello everybody. So tonight we are going to do, just waiting for okay, looks like we're live. We're live. There we go. All right. And there's my chat. Hello, hello. All right, let me know if you're watching from Facebook. I want to make sure my Facebook is working. And tonight we're going to be playing with some tulips. But I want to tell you guys about these tulips. Okay, we got some people watching on Facebook now. Okay. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. So, I can't believe Michael's still has these, but hello, hello, Lynn and Jean in Douglasville, Jeanette, Sheila, hi Sheila, Angela, Deborah, Alice, Sharon from Charleston, South Carolina. I hope it's warmer than it is here. We got so much snow today. It was like a good couple inches and then it was gone. Thank goodness, but it was coming down today. Anyways, so I went to Michael's. Now Michael's, I can't believe they still have these, but every year you see the tulip wreaths, right? And I've done tulip wreaths years ago. Like when these first started coming out at Michael's, they were a lot bigger and a little bit, better quality and stuff. So eventually I stopped using them because they were getting so, not the greatest looking. However, and this is for my Canadians. Now, right now, believe it or not, Canadians, these tulips are $1.99 Canadian. They are the same price as the Michael's in the United States. They are 60% off right now, and there's all different colors, all kinds of colors. Check out michaels.ca, and you'll be able to see all the different colors, and it'll show you how many are in stock at any store by you. And for my American friends, if you live on a border city, you need to come, if you can, you need to come over to Canada to Michael's and grab yourself some of the tulips. Because with the exchange rate, $1.99, 60% off, they're $1.99. With the exchange rate, they'll be about $1.60. About $1.60 for the US. So it's a lot cheaper. Not $1.60. About $1.30. $1.30. Sorry, I misspoke. $1.30 a bunch. So right now in the States, michaels.com or Michael's stores, they are $1.99 US. In Canada, they are $1.99 Canadian. That never happens. So I thought, okay, I'm going to actually use the tulips this year. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, especially with the Canadians, because we never get anything cheaper. But they're tulips, and I'm going to do a really, really fun tulip wreath with the pink, purple, and yellow. All right. And I also picked up, look how cute this bunny is. Okay. It is one of those, it's a table decor, it says. It's got the rocks and stuff in the bottom. I'm going to show you we're going to adapt this really cute bunny to fit on the wreath, okay? So we're going to make an insert in her butt, take some of the rocks out and everything. She was $12. $12 at Michael's. And there's a boy that matches her. Now, I don't have a double door, so I didn't buy the boy. However, I'm thinking about, if this turns out really nice, I think I might run and get the boy and sell a double door set with the boy and the girl, because the boy was really cute too. So like I said, this is a table decor. It was $24.99. It came out to $12, less than $12. It was 60% off, $24.99, 60% off, 60. So she's really cute, and she's holding a purple tulip. How cute is that? So we're going to use her at the end. Like I said, I'm using the pink, purple, and yellow tulip bunches. Now you're going to use 16 of them, 16 bunches of tulips, because I'm lazy. You can break up the tulips. There is 8 sprays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can break these up and use them 4 and 4, and you'll see what I mean in a second. I'm lazy, and I wanted this nice and full, like really full. So I'm going to use 16 bunches of these tulips. Okay? But they were cheap. They were only $2. $2. I'm also going to use, I want to make this wreath quite large and a little whimsical. I'm going to make it a little whimsical because my bunny is a little bit whimsical. So what I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using some yellow tulle. Okay, yellow tulle. You can use, there's all kinds of tulle out there, and tulle's really inexpensive. So we're going to be using yellow tulle, and we're going to be using the ring board. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to go down to the board. This is going to be super cute. Look at, oh my gosh, it's going to be so cute. Very Eastery, springy. Okay, so let's sit the bunny to the side, and I'm going to go down. Alrighty, so you don't see my face anymore. Okay, so like I said, I am using the ring board, and I'm going to be using tulle in every column. So there's 16 columns. I'm going to be using tulle on every column to the first hole 1 to the outside of the board. Okay. Hi, Alice from San Antonio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a zip tie. Okay. The first hole, I'm going to go through the zip tie, and I'm going to come and do it up around the outside of the board, just till I hear a zipping sound and it locks. Okay? You're going to do each row with a zip tie, just like that. Okay? So you're going to use 16 zip ties. 16. Alrighty? And then I'm going to preload my board for the tulips as well. So where I'm going to go with a zip tie is the hole number 1 to hole 1.5. And we're going to do that zip tie up. Just till you hear it clicking and you lock. Okay? Again, hole 1 to hole 1.5. We're doing a zip tie up. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to finish off my tulle. And it's not going to stay like this. I know it looks funny. Trust the process. Trust the process, my friends. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my measure buddy and I'm going to pull it out to 12. So I'm pulling the arm number 1 all the way out to 12. And I'm going to take my tulle. Okay, and I'm going to wrap it, I'm going to have wrap it around 4 times. So this is 1. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just 4. And I'm going to cut it off. We're going to slide the tool off the measure buddy. All right, and we're going to feed the end of the tool through that very outside zip tie. And so it's about halfway, so you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to do the zip tie up. Okay, easy peasy. You're going to do 16 of these. So you're not going to use very much mesh, but it's going to give our wreath a larger look and a more whimsical look. It's good. I think it's going to look really good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 wraparounds at 12 inches. And again, we're just going to the outside zip tie, pull it through halfway. Okay, so just make sure each side is the same. And then once you got it equal, pull your zip tie. All right. Like I said, you're going to need 16. So we do sell the big roll of tulle, the yellow one, on our website. If you want to copy me, even with the tulips. For those of you that are just joining, I just seen Judy Baker. $1.99 Canadian for the bunches of tulips at Michael's. They are cheaper than the Americans. Never happens. So they're all the florals are 60% off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all Michael's Canada-wide. So they are $1.99 at Michael's in the States, but they're also $1.99 at Michael's in Canada. All right, so pull this to the middle, and we're going to do this up. Okay, and now I'm going to cut the zip ties all off. I don't know where my zip tie gut is, but so I'm just going to cut the zip tie tails off. Find my zip tie gun here. There it is. Okay. So we're just going around cutting the zip tie tails. So the zip tie gun, if you're not familiar with the zip tie gun, there's a little slit here. You put the zip tie tail into this little slit, pull the trigger, and it tightens and then cuts once it's tight. Now we're not using any mesh, so the tulle should be okay. I don't know if you guys have ever used tulle and mesh together, but they don't like each other, tulle and mesh. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tool and I'm just going to kind of tug it. So it's like right at the end of my zip tie and the end of the board. Okay. So just go around and give it a tug so they're all right at the end. This is going to be like a little frame. It's going to frame our tulips and everything. And we are going to cut these open. I don't know where I probably started right there. Hello from Georgia. Hello, hello. All right. So once you've gone around and pulled all your tulle, I'm just going to take my tulle into my hand and I'm going to cut about an inch, I'm going to say. About an inch. So just bring the tulle up. So we're going to give it a haircut. And I'm going to do about 1 inch so it gets all the folded, so it, when you let go, it all opens up. Okay. So pull it up. Do about 1 inch. Might have to trim it after we're done the wreath, but make sure it's all straight. See how it's like floofing out, and it's going to kind of make a frame around our tulips. Now you don't have to do it like this. If you just want to make a simple tulip leaf wreath, once we start the process of the tulips, you could do the tulips just like I'm going to be doing without the tool, but I think it's going to look really pretty. Go around and trim it later. So again, I'm just pulling them up. Looks like a tutu. Sheila. There's lots of tutorials. Whatever board you purchased, you'll want to go under the playlist of that board. So if you bought a large board, you want to go under the large board playlist, and that's where all the tutorials for that board is. Or if you bought the ring board, for instance, this one would be under the ring board playlist. But if you want to see what we've done for the year, everything, any tutorials, either myself, Jackie, or Judy have done, will go under 2026 Wreath and Centerpiece playlist. Okay, we're almost done hair cutting. I love the little whimsical look it's going to give. And you can pick whatever color. I just picked the yellow because we're using the yellow in the tulips. All right, so we're done with the board right now because we're going to prep our tulips. Just checking to make sure that I got all the, you want to make sure that you, where it's bent over, your tool is bent over, that it's cut so it'll spray out like this. We want to make sure that's cut. Just kind of get your fingers and go around, and if there's any not cut, you'll catch it there with your fingers. I think we're good. Okay, so that is what my board looks like so far. Kind of looks feathery, doesn't it? All right, so I'm going to prep my tulips. Like I said, I bought 16 bunches because I'm being lazy tonight. I'm going to use 1 bunch per zip tie. We're going to make this really full. And then our bunny Our bunny's going to sit in the middle of our wreath, okay? So the tulips. When you're picking your tulips, when you're picking your tulips, take the time to make sure each stem has tulips on it, okay? Because sometimes the tulips will pop off and you'll have a stem, and you'll get home and you'll have a stem with no tulips. You don't want that, because especially if you're, using 4 and 4, you want to make sure every stem has tulips. So just take the time and kind of flick through them, okay, to make sure each stem has tulips on it. Now, you can push up, so I'm going to push the greenery and these spray things. There's little spiky spray things. Now, this green, some of the stems, I think there's 3 stems that have the green, 2 green leaves on them. I don't want the 2 green leaves. I just want 1 green leaf. I don't want too much of this green leaf in my wreath, and that's just preference. So I'm going around and I'm going to cut to make sure each stem only has 1 of these green leaves. So like this one has 2. I'm just cutting it off. I'm not cutting it where the base is. I'm just cutting the actual leaf itself. That way I don't have a ton of the green, because I don't really care for the green leaves, but it does make a nice filler, okay? And then you want to push them up. So you want to push everything up. They are pushers. All right. So once you got all 8 pushed up, I'm then going to take a zip tie, kind of push them back together. Again, I'm being lazy. I'm using the whole bush. I'm going to take a zip tie. I'm just going to wrap it around the bottom. About, let's see, let's measure so in case you want to make one. About 5 inches from the bottom of the stem here. Okay, so my end is at 10. I'm going to zip tie it around the 15. Okay, and then I'm going to take my cutter here and I'm just going to cut the end of this off and the zip tie tail. All right, so we're going to do that for all 16 of the bushes that I'm using. So again, I'm going to cut one of these leaves off and then push it up. Make sure all your stems have tulips on them. So if you do like this, you want to run quickly this, because the sale started today at Michael's Canada and Michael's in the States. Michael's Canada, they're 60% off. Again, less expensive than the States. I still can't believe that. Okay, so again, we can do measuring about 5 inches. So I paid $32 Canadian for 16 bushes. That's only because like I said, I'm lazy and I'm putting a whole bush in each zip tie because they were cheap. Hi, Liz. I hope you just heard that all the florals at Michael's are 60% off. Oh, look, I told you guys there must be one on the floor because I checked them all. Oh, just lost it. One of my things came off. That's okay. I'll probably find it in the bucket here. All right, got my glue gun on, and this is going to go pretty fast. So if you like to make these tulip wreaths, this is probably the fastest way you're going to be able to make them. All right. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of tulips. Bucket of tulips. Okay, I'm just going to put these to the side. Now you can start anywhere you want. All we're going to do is we're going to take our tulip bush. Okay, it doesn't matter which way you go. We're going to layer the tulips all the way around. So you're going to take your bush, put it in. Okay, just to about, I would put it in, since we measured everything, let's measure that when you put the end of your tulip bush in, you put it in till it almost hits the next row or the next zip tie here, okay? And do your zip tie up. Okay, so we can measure just like that. And I'm going to take and cut that. Now I'm going to take my glue gun and I'm going to go right over top, just like that. So in case any of the tulips slide out. And I'm also, because they are all wired, we're going to kind of bend them out a little bit. Kind of fan them. Put this big long one in the back. Just like that. So they're just kind of fanned like that. Okay. Now I had extra butterflies right here. So the other night I used this bush that had these really cute butterflies in them, and I didn't use it all. So these are left over. So I'm going to put one of these butterflies, I'm going to put in maybe every other zip tie. Just slide it in. There we go. So you can see my little butterfly in there. Super cute. All right, let's continue on. That's what we're going to do through the whole thing, okay? So again, oh, I didn't measure these ones though. The ones that I cut, I didn't measure. That's okay. Slide it in till it almost hits the zip tie. Put some glue over top. And we're gonna fan them out. Just manipulate them a little bit so they're arranged to your liking. Like I said, this is pretty full. You can also do them in 4s if you want, and put 4 in this zip tie and 4 in this zip tie here. You can mix and match flowers if you want, but we're going to try this. Just kind of arranging the tulips as they're Okay, another one. So you can see how they're layering. This one is a little bit long. The ones I pre-did already before the live, I didn't measure. So measure all of them at 5 inches. So again, almost till it hits the neighboring zip tie. Oh, I gotta put a butterfly in it. There. Butterflies are just kind of amongst the tulips there. Look how see how they're layering over top so you're not seeing the board, and we'll fix them all once we get them all in there. Our tool is kind of just like a little whimsical backdrop. Hello, Tom Hutton. Of course I'm behaving. Always behaving. Okay, another butterfly. I don't know why I don't slide this in before I put the zip tie in. I have to remember. There we go. Now, if this doesn't scream spring, I don't know what does. Mississauga. Well, hello from Mississauga. We are using tulips from Michael's. They are on sale right now for $1.99 Canadian. So if you do guys like the tulip wreaths, make sure you go tomorrow because they're going to go fast. Because there's all different kinds of colors. The tulip wreaths are quite popular. Again, I did it. I think I would learn. Put the butterfly in. So you just keep going around, putting your bunches in. And then we're going to put our bunny sitting on the center of our ring board. And I will show you how to do that. You get another 10. I'm not a senior. Oh, yes, I am. 55 plus, I am a senior. Do you even get it even if something's on sale, though? I don't shop at Michael's much, but I do look at the sales and stuff. And as soon as I seen that this is the lowest they'll ever be, is their 60% off sale. I drove there really fast. Well, after I watched Ellie. My little Eliana is sick. So she had to stay at Nina's house, which is me, while she was sick. I hope she's better for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to Disney on Ice. The whole family, even Dave's going. And I forgot to put the dang butterfly in again. Kristen's going, Molly's going, Bubba, Danielle, me, Dave. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to see her face when she sees the characters. I think I missed a butterfly up there. Oh well. I love the tool just peeking out. I didn't give you guys an overhead view. I should have. I tried a different angle tonight. It is going to be so much fun. I think I'm looking more forward to tomorrow than anybody else. And it's in Hamilton, so we got, our tickets are for 11 a.m., so we got to leave early. Almost done. Easiest way to make, not sales, but you can download coupons. They were already on sale, so I don't think you could use a coupon on these. Yeah, there's a lot of tulips in here. Like I said, I'm being lazy tonight and just put the whole thing in. But of course, you guys can break the bush up and use less tulips. As you can see, there's lots of tulips in here. Look, finally at the end, remember to put the butterfly in. How many more do we have? 3 more. Even sale prices. Well, I did not know that. So there you go. You get another 20 cents off, $1.99. And if you're American, like I said, if you're American and if you live in a border state, or yeah, border state, you live near the border, you need to come over to Canada and buy your tulips. Cheapy cheapy. With your exchange rate and everything. They had the peach with a pale yellow. They had the white tulips, like white with cream. They had light pink, dark pink. Oh, they had such pretty colors. But I wanted mine bright and fun. Butterfly. So you want to kind of put your butterfly in between your tulips so it's kind of just sitting in the tulips. Okay, I think we have one more. Yep, one more. And then I'll hold it up and we'll do our bunny. Now the bunny, like I said, if you're just joining us, the bunny, there is a girl bunny, which I'm using. And there was also a boy bunny. And the boy was so cute. So if you have double doors, the boy and girl bunny would be super cute. Or I should grab the boy and do a centerpiece for my table. Could have a matching wreath and centerpiece. Okay, this is our last one. You kind of move it out of the way, the first one that you put in. That's a good idea. I think I might go back and get the boy. Okay. We are done. That's a lot of tulips. And I'll hold it up in 1 second. Try and move these around. Hold one off. Yeah, I'll never find it now. That's okay. Pull these out. I'm just going to go around and kind of pull my tool while it's still flat and give it a haircut again so that I can see all the tool, make sure it's even. All right. Like I said, you don't have to add the tool. I just thought it looked a little whimsy. It gives it a little bigger look to your wreath. But it's totally up to you. All right. Now the glue's dry, we can probably move some of these tulips, lift them up a bit. And then we're going to put our bunny in the center, and I'm going to show you that, like I said, this is a shelf sitter. I keep pulling the tulips off. Where am I pulling them off from? Oh, here. All right, that's what we got so far. We're going to put a hanger on it. The tool makes it fun looking, doesn't it? Okay, and there's the back. I'm going to put a hanger right at the top. Probably fix our tool from behind better. I've done this before on the character board. I've used mesh instead of tool. Again, you don't have to use anything, but gives it a nice little background. All right, now I'm going to take, there's our hanging holes right here. Just going to put a zip tie. And then we're going to put our bunny on. There we go. Nice and neat on the back. There's our front. You can see lots of tulips. All right, let us get our bunny. There's the top. Now, of course, you can keep it just like this, and of course, it's stunning just like that with our little butterflies in there and everything. Move those out in a bit. But I'm going to put my bunny right in the center here. Okay, just, it's going to sit on the ring board like that with her legs just like that. However, it's got rocks in it. Okay, so we're going to take some of those rocks out and have her sit on the ring board. Okay, so I'm going to pinch some of this material. Get my garbage in. I don't have a bucket to dump the rocks in. So I'm just going to make a little snip on her butt. Okay, and there you'll see the rocks. They're in a bag, so you're going to have to puncture the bag. Or you can just take the bag right out. Bag. It's a bag. Okay. It's a very thin bag, so make sure you have something when you're going over top. Like that, so you don't get it everywhere. Actually, I'm just going to take the whole bag out. There's the bag of rocks. I'm just going to take them out. I don't need it. It's not going to be sitting on the table or anything. Okay. She was, I think, $11.50. Maybe cheaper. It was 60% off, $24.99. So she got a hole in her bum. That's okay, because we're going to glue. I'm going to show you. Let's flip it over. Okay, so there's the top. Now right directly below is where she's going to be sitting. So I got her backwards. Okay. And I'm going to take one piece of the fabric. We're just going to glue it over. We'll glue her back up. But we need to put a pipe cleaner and stuff in her. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other side. And nobody's going to see any of this. All right, I'm going to get a pipe cleaner. And we are going to pipe cleaner her to the board. Okay. So I'm going to poke a hole right there. My handy dandy awl. So I just folded the fabric over so it didn't like tear or anything when I poked a hole and put the pipe cleaner through. So this is going in the back, so I'm going to put it right straight down the center from behind here. Just give it a little twist because I'm going to do the same thing at the front. Just move some of these tulips. You could even zip tie her too if you want. And I'm going to go back down the same hole. So I've attached her butt to the front and the back of the board. Oops. Hold on. Sorry guys, I'm doing this upside down. Okay. All right, so we got a bunch of pipe cleaners here. Like I said, you can, maybe I'll try a zip tying her. I am going to zip tie her. I'll make it neater. Got all these twisted. I will be sealing that hole in her butt. There we go. So that's the back. Zip tie the front. Hold up the zip tie. Come on. There we go. Just needed to stand up. And that's the front. You can zip tie them both. Okay. Okay, so there is, I don't know if you can see, there's fabric right there. What I'm gonna do, yeah, bunny liposuction for real. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of hot glue, go right on the board, and carefully glue the fabric down on the board as well. So she's sitting on the board. So you can do, if you find a cute shelf sitter like this or a table thing that has the rocks or whatever, you have to take the rocks off. Gotta get her rocks off. Okay, so she's zip tied, her butt's glued. We're gonna do the same to the front. Sorry, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm literally just gluing the fabric. And she's carrying a little tulip. So she's on there. And then I'm just going to glue out her little ears, kind of up here, and her hand. And she be done. All right, make sure her, so there's the back And I've glued the front so it's closed. That slit we made is closed in the front and the back over top of the board. So the board is kind of up her butt crack. Yes, we're making a wreath. So the board is up the butt crack. Okay. So I think I might put her little hand maybe right there. You can glue it right there. This one's already glued down. And isn't she cute? I gotta go back and get the boy. And she's perfectly straight on the wreath because we went right down the axis. Axis, A-X-I-S. I used 16 bundles of the tulips, only because they were on sale at a really good price. Normally I would break it all apart, but this time I just put the whole bush in. Okay, so I'm just going to, I want her ears there and there, and the ears do have wire in them. So I'm kind of going along the wire on the back of the ear, and then we'll just kind of hold it onto the tulips here. You can manipulate the wire in the middle of the ear there. She's so cute. They actually have matching ribbon at Michael's as well. Let's see. No. That match the bunny, because the boy bunny has this material on him as well. I'll just leave her hand right there. And that's it, we're done. The zip tie thing was a good zip tying her. Okay. Move her butterflies. She done. Fix her skirt. So she's flush. The whole back is flush because we did her butt crack. And there she's sitting on the center. Let me lift her up. Look how cute she is! I gotta fix this tool again. Isn't it fun? Give this tool a haircut. Again. And there we go. Super cute. Make sure the tulips. I can cross her legs. Should we cross her legs? Aww. Yeah, let's cross her legs. So it looks like she's sitting on a swing almost. It must be cute. You can use the same bunny, like I said, the same bunny, boy bunny and the girl bunny. You can make a centerpiece with a matching wreath. Butterflies are upside down. There we go. That's it. Very fun. Pretty easy. And with the tool, the wreath is 25 inches. 25 inches with the tool. I think I like the tool. It gives it that whimsy, fun look. Alrighty, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Super cute. Our bunny holding a tulip. There's the front. I'll have to go around and fix the tulips. And there's the back. It's actually flush. This is just her skirt. Skirt. There you go. Cute, huh? Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. I will post some pictures of our Disney on Ice tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see her face. That's what I'm excited for. Because she is just gonna, she's just gonna be crazy. Especially yesterday we watched Frozen, because she's sick, so she was at my house. We watched Frozen yesterday, and today we watched Moana. So she does know some of her Disney movies already. So it's going to be so, and she definitely knows Mickey Mouse. So it's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. Anyways, I'll post some pictures, and we will see you guys again soon. Have a great rest of your night, and let me see if you make a tulip wreath. Let me see how you made it.